On the eve of a renewed assault to take the last hives, the World Prince had sent a signal surrendering. In the course of a single hour, all of his direct blood relatives had been killed. The assassin in each case had been someone trusted and close to the slain. At the end of that hour, the World Prince had given his world to the Imperium, and 401 members of the planet's ruling nobility were dead. We did not need to kill them, that is true. We could have waited for you to grind your way through their troops step by tedious step. The future cannot be won by a war waged in shadows. It will not be won any other way. Then that future will be dead before it can begin. Do not moralize at me, brother, spat Alpharius, and now it was his turn to flick from control to anger. Would the deaths of all those you would have killed been acceptable because they died in open battle? Yes, said Dorn. Alpharius held Dorn's gaze. I think we see the universe very differently, Rogel. No, I do not think we see the same universe at all. They looked at each other, both of their faces set, so similar for all their differences. Some would call what I did gentle compared to the ways of our other brothers, Kurz, Mortarion, Angron, even the Khan and fated Horus. Would you call what they would have done preferable? They, began Dorn. You are certain that you are right, said Alpharius. But if you disdain me, then why not my maker? Why not our father? He created us all. Or do you think my nature accident, or him ignorant of what I do for him, what any of us do for him? Dorn shook his head and began to turn towards the doors. Archimus moved with him. He could feel the pressure of his lord's anger aching through the air like cold from a glacier. Dorn stopped at the doors and turned back. Your initial strikes were misdirected, he said to Alpharius. You infiltrated one hive and made it fall by systematic destabilizing of authority. But you should have waited. You could have used it as a node from which to disperse your human operatives and agents into the other hives. You managed that to a degree, but you could have forced a total collapse in their defenses across the planet, not just surrender by assassination. That move was also mistimed. Another 37 hours and the pressure from our assault would have been eroding their ability to communicate. Secondary psychological fear, doubt, and confusion would have been rising to a peak. You could have ridden that, played and controlled its pace, forcing hives to fall or change sides at the exact moment when it would amplify whatever effect you wanted. What you did was effective, but it was not optimally so, by your own criteria. Dorn stared at Alpharius, but the Alpha Legion Primarch did not reply. I know you, brother, continued Dorn. It is not that I do not understand what you are or what you do. I understand both. We are what we choose to be.